Hey crypto enthusiasts and curious minds! Welcome to this video where we're diving into the world of cryptocurrency and the captivating stories behind it. Have you ever wondered about the mysterious online world of crypto? Heard of people making a fortune overnight with Bitcoin or other virtual currencies? Well, buckle up, because we're bringing you the inside scoop on the crypto wars. We'll be exploring 4 exciting tales from the bestseller book by Erica Stanford, giving you an insider's look at the early days of cryptocurrency, when anything was possible and the wild west of the internet was just getting started. From ICOs to revolutionary payment systems, get ready for a journey into the world of crypto. So whether you're a crypto convert, skeptic, or just curious, this video is for you. Picture this. It's 2017 and everyone is talking about cryptocurrency. Suddenly, you come across a new virtual currency that promises to change the game. Will you be one of the lucky ones to get in on the ground floor? The choice is yours. So sit back, grab a snack, and let's get into the crypto wars. Idea number 1. Ready to join the cryptosphere party? Well, hold your horses and make sure you spot the biggest red flags before you do. Take Plexcoin for example, with its outrageous claims about never having to worry about exchange rates and paying bills with their tokens. Too good to be true, right? That's because it was. And don't be fooled by their future price predictions. There's no crystal ball in the crypto world. But wait, there's more. Before you jump on the ICO bandwagon, remember that crypto companies usually release a report on their funds allocation. Plexcoin released theirs, but only 90 minutes before the pre-sale started. And where's the team photo on their website? No info about the team at all, just a lame excuse about security. Sadly, the Plexcoin story ended with a $15 million scam and investors never seeing their ROI. And this wasn't an isolated case. Back in the day, dodgy crypto startups were popping up like mushrooms after the rain. But now, the law enforcement says over 98% of ICOs are failed projects or straight-up scams. But, let's be real, the early crypto bubble was tempting. The market cap hit a whopping $1.8 trillion valuation and some investors became overnight millionaires. But as all bubbles do, it burst. So, watch out for crypto companies with names like Rich, Gold, or Real that promise the world, but deliver nothing. Invest wisely, my friend. You might as well have invested in Scamcoin, which promised a 0% return and delivered just that. Idea number 2. Where do I even begin? The OneCoin scam is a classic example of how easy it is to fall for a scam, especially when it involves shiny new technology like cryptocurrencies. Back in 2009, when Bitcoin was launched, a token was worth basically nothing. But fast forward a few years, and one Bitcoin was worth $800. So, when OneCoin hit the scene in 2014, with its charismatic founder Dr. Ruja Ignatova promising the same high returns as Bitcoin, it's no wonder people were eager to invest. Dr. Ruja made it seem like OneCoin was this cutting-edge, innovative online currency secured with top-notch blockchain technology. But really, she was running one of the oldest scams in the book. And to make matters worse, she was in cahoots with Igor Alberts, a businessman notorious for leading MLMs that generated hundreds of millions. Together, Dr. Ruja and Alberts created a similar structure for OneCoin, where investors were incentivized to bring in more investors, with the promise of a hefty 25% cut of their profits. So, investors were getting rich, but not from the value of OneCoin itself, but from their downline. But what was the actual value of OneCoin? Well, that's the million-dollar question. OneCoin appeared to be gaining value, but in reality, it wasn't listed on any of the online platforms that facilitate cryptocurrency exchanges. Dr. Ruja promised they were building their own exchange, but that never materialized. Despite this red flag, a lot of investors trusted the value they saw in their wallets. And who can blame them? Cryptocurrencies are known for their ultra-security, thanks to the blockchain databases where they're stored. But in this case, the security of the blockchain didn't equate to actual value. So, folks, this is the tale of the OneCoin scam, a lesson in being cautious and skeptical, even when it comes to the latest technology and big promises of high returns. Idea number 3. The OneCoin scam was a real doozy. So here's what happened. Dr. Ruja hyped up OneCoin as a revolutionary new cryptocurrency, but in reality, it was just a classic scam in disguise. Instead of using blockchain technology, every token was stored in a database that Ruja could easily manipulate. Turns out, OneCoin was just a Ponzi scheme all along, relying solely on the downline to generate profits and fabricating the values investors saw in their wallets. As the red flags started going up and investors began to back out, it looked like Ruja's scam was about to come crashing down. But nope. In 2017, she disappeared into thin air on a flight to Greece. What happened to her? There are a million wild theories out there, but the bottom line is no one knows for sure. But one thing is for sure, the chances of OneCoin's investors getting their money back are about as likely as finding a unicorn in your backyard. Idea number 4. Crypto storage isn't always the safe haven we thought it was. Looks like we've got some shady crypto business going down. First up, the mysterious case of Dr. Ruja, who vanished into thin air with investors' money in tow. Classic move, but we can't help but wonder if she's still kicking. Then, there's the tale of Gerald Cotton, the wunderkind founder of Quadriga CX. He had the crypto world fooled with his reputable exchange, but little did they know, he was secretly dipping into the stored coins and living the high life with private jets and islands. But the story takes a dark turn when Cotton suddenly passed away while on his honeymoon. And guess what? He took all the private keys to the $250 million worth of tokens stored on his exchange with him to the grave. Talk about a financial tragedy for all those investors. Moral of the story? Crypto storage might not always be as secure as we think. Better double-check those security measures before entrusting your assets. Idea number 5. Are you ready to hear about a wild and crazy tale from the world of cryptocurrency? This story has all the twists and turns you could ask for. A missing CEO, a vanished safe, and even a disputed death certificate. Apparently, the late CEO of Quadriga CX, Gerald Cotton, was rumored to have faked his death. People are even calling for an exhumation. And with all the suspicious details, like the misspelling of his name on his death certificate and a will written just 4 days before his passing, it's easy to see why folks are skeptical. And if that wasn't enough, the private keys to access the crypto stored on Quadriga CX were stored in a safe bolted to the rafters of Cotton's attic. But when someone went to check after Cotton's death, the safe was gone. No keys, no nothing. But let's take a step back to the days of the mid-2010s, when ICOs were flooding the market left and right. This led to a whole lot of currencies that were pretty much worthless. And you know what they say, where there's small fish, there's bound to be big scams. These smaller, less successful currencies were often listed on wild and unregulated exchanges, making them ripe for manipulation. And that's exactly what happened. With just $10,000, someone could place a buy or sell order large enough to greatly impact the value of a small, niche currency. For example, a large sell order could panic the market and result in investors offloading their coin, which the manipulator could then scoop up for cheap. And if they placed a large buy order instead, the value of the currency would be artificially driven up, allowing for a quick profit. This is what's known as a pump and dump. Telegram groups got in on the action, organizing these trades and inflating a currency's value for just a day or two. And even YouTubers got in on the fun by releasing videos about promising niche currencies, only to sell their own holdings behind the scenes. So, what happens when someone with a lot of influence enters the market? Well, Let's just say that the small and volatile crypto market could be easily manipulated with even a little bit of influence. Imagine what could happen with a lot. Idea number 6. Have you ever heard of the wild and wacky John McAfee? This guy created the antivirus software we all love to hate and then cashed out with $100 million in the bank. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. This tech guru jetted off to Belize to create female Viagra, cure the world with plant-based antibiotics, and ended up a wanted man for murder. Talk about a wild ride. Fast forward to 2017 and McAfee was all about Bitcoin, tweeting that it would reach $500,000 per coin by 2020. And you know what? He was pretty close, as Bitcoin soared from $2,000 to nearly $20,000 in just 1 year. One investor named Peter Galenko saw the power of McAfee's tweets and asked him to tweet about his niche currency, Verge. With McAfee's endorsement, Verge's market cap skyrocketed to a whopping $2 billion. But the good times didn't last long. McAfee demanded $1 million in crypto for his tweet, and when Galenko refused, McAfee tweeted the opposite, bursting Verge's bubble. McAfee continued to use his tweets to manipulate crypto markets until he was finally arrested for fraud. Nowadays, the crypto market is more regulated, but early adopters still remember when a single tweet could make you a millionaire overnight and when obscure currencies could skyrocket with the right endorsement. Those were the days. Summary. You know how Bitcoin took the world by storm and made people rich beyond their wildest dreams? Well, before you go chasing those same riches, let me give you a heads up. Not all crypto startups are created equal. We've seen the sad tales of OneCoin and Quadriga CX, so it's important to be careful when investing in the crypto world. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater just yet. There are still some legit crypto companies out there, doing good things with this revolutionary technology. Take Plastic Bank, for example. They're using digital money to tackle plastic pollution in our oceans and rewarding people in need for collecting plastic waste. It's crypto for a cause. So don't completely dismiss the crypto world, just make sure you do your research before diving in.